A queen without a king. Many women desire a relationship with a king-like man. We want to be united with someone who is stunning, someone who will love us, lead us, and protect us as we take grand adventures with him. This is a natural longing built in because God is the King of the world, and he made us to live in a glorious relationship with him. But humanity threw off God's lordship and love, exchanging God the Creator for the lesser created things. So we set off to find someone or something in creation to make us happy and help us flourish rather than God. When we begin to recognize that our experiences in this world do not align with our grand desires, we become disillusioned. And if we do not grasp the reason for our grand longings to be in a relationship with a glorious King, and why our lives fall short, which is because of sin, our own, and that in the world, we will respond in a destructive way. We'll begin to recalibrate our standards. In other words, we will lower our criteria and set off on a new journey, not to find the perfect one, but just to find one who will do. Though we try to silence the yearning in our hearts to find the perfect one, our desires will not have it. They will continue to protest with loud cries of dissatisfaction and discontentment, pleading with us to remember that we are in fact made for a great king. Perhaps you have heard people articulate the tension between our grand longings and fallen lives with the common phrase, "I feel like a queen without a king." Can you relate? A queen without a crown. God bestowed great dignity and worth on us by creating us in his image, and we see remnants of this truth in our common human desire for a sense of dignity. People want to be valued and perceived by others as having worth and honor, yet we may find ourselves struggling with feeling unimportant, undervalued, disrespected, and living in undignified ways. So let's take a closer look at where dignity comes from and why it seems that we have fallen from it. When God created humanity, he made us in his image so we could know him and relate with him. But he also made us in his image to be like him. Does this take your breath away? If it doesn't, perhaps you do not yet have eyes to see the glory of God that has been stamped on you, on every man, woman, and child. All throughout Scripture, God makes a distinction between humanity and the rest of creation by setting us apart as having special worth, not in and of ourselves, but because we bear his image. There can be no higher form of dignity than being made in the likeness of the dignified one. Let me say that another way. God is the most excellent and glorious being, and we are made to image forth his likeness throughout the world. John Calvin said it was already a great thing that God gave man the highest place among creatures, but it is a nobility far more exalted that he should bear resemblance to his Creator, as a son does to his father. Calvin concludes it is not possible for God to act more generously to man than by impressing his own glory upon us. The Bible sometimes uses crown to symbolize the honor and dignity God bestowed on human beings by making us in his image and giving us the high privilege of reflecting his character and rule throughout the world. For example, in Old Testament times, high priests in Israel as well as kings wore crowns. But when God's people live in ways that are contrary to the dignified king, the Bible describes our loss of dignity and honor this way: "The crown has fallen from our head. Woe to us, for we have sinned." Lamentations chapter 5, verse 16. A queen without a kingdom. We also have longings to be part of something great and to accomplish grand works, to cultivate, develop, and rule over something significant. We want to develop our children, cultivate our home, build a business, lead inspiring movements, and much more. Yet why do our lives often seem mundane and meaningless?